Well, sweet and tart, they're not just words I used to describe Danny Sturgis. It's the way Christy Rost makes her show-stopping lemon meringue pie.
Hi, I'm Christy Rost. The very first dessert I ever made at the ripe old age of 12 was a lemon meringue pie. It was my grandfather's favorite, so I wanted to learn how to make it for him. Today I'm going to show you the easy steps to this impressive pie. In a large saucepan, stir together 1 1/4 cups of granulated sugar, 1/3 cup of cornstarch, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 package of unflavored gelatin. Stir them together until they're thoroughly mixed. Then I add in 1 1/2 cups of water, 1/2 cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Now don't use that stuff in the bottle. This is the real thing. I'm going to stir these together, and then I add in 3 egg yolks. At this point I'm going to switch to a whisk so I can whisk these together. And I'm going to turn my heat to medium. Cook this slowly, stirring constantly until it thickens. Now, the pièce de résistance, lemon. I'm going to add in about 1 teaspoon of freshly grated lemon zest. So I will cook this. It'll take probably about 5 or 6 minutes until it just comes to a boil and begins to thicken. And then I'll cook that for just an extra minute, remove it from the heat, and set it aside to cool for about 15 minutes. Then it will be ready to put into the pie shell. Now that the lemon filling has cooled, I can pour it into the pie shell. Look how thick and rich that is. It's going to be all tangy with that fresh lemon juice and the lemon zest. So I'm going to let that sit for just a little bit while I make the meringue topping. So I have 3 egg whites, and they're at room temperature. And I'm going to beat them just until they foam. And once they're foamy, I can add in a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Then I have 1/3 cup of granulated sugar, and I'm going to gradually add this in. And I'm going to beat until the egg whites form stiff peaks. Look at that, that's pretty. So I just spread all of this, and I want to be sure to seal the meringue right to the very edges of the pie crust so it doesn't pull back as it cools. Now in the meantime, I'm preheating my oven to 400 degrees because after I get all of this onto the pie, I'll pop it back in the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes just to brown the top of the meringue. This lemon meringue pie is sublime any time of the year, but especially during the spring and summer. It's tangy lemon filling topped with a cloud of melt-in-your-mouth sweet meringue is sure to bring a smile to your face as it tickles your taste buds. Take care, find the joy.
And you can find this delicious recipe on Christy's website. It's christyrost.com. While you are there, buy our Celebrating Home cookbook. It makes a great gift for mom.